Dear students, in this module, we will be deriving the eigenfunctions of angular momentum operator. After studying this module, you shall be able to find the eigenfunctions of angular momentum operator, understand the significance of spherical harmonics, and write the angular momentum operator in spherical coordinates. The theory of angular momentum in quantum mechanics is relevant in the context that angular momentum operator commutes with Hamiltonian. This is what we have already done in our earlier modules, and it is for this reason we have derived the eigenvalues of angular momentum operator in the previous module. And now we will be deriving the eigenfunctions of angular momentum operator. The Cartesian components of angular momentum operator are Lx equals to y pz minus z py, which is equal to minus iota h cross y del by del z minus z del by del y. And likewise, we have the angular momentum component Ly equals to z px minus x pz, which is equal to minus iota h cross z del by del x minus x del by del z. And similarly, Lz is equal to x py minus y px, which is equal to minus iota h cross x del by del y minus y del by del x. We already know from the fundamental commutation property that no two components of angular momentum operator commute, and the commutator for Lx Ly is equal to iota h cross Lz. For Ly Lz, it is equal to iota h cross Lx, and for Lz Lx, the commutator is equal to iota h cross Ly. Although these components don't commute with each other, however, each of them is known to commute with total angular momentum, that is L square operator, where L square is taken as Lx square plus Ly square plus Lz square. And the commutator for L square Lx is 0, and so is for L square Ly, and similarly L square Lz also gives us 0. From this, we conclude that the total angular momentum L square and any one component of angular momentum can share simultaneous eigenfunctions, that is, they are simultaneously measurable. Now, using this commutation relation, we derived the eigenvalues via ladder operators in our previous module for Lz and L square components of angular momentum. And the eigenvalue equation for Lz is of the form Lzy equals to mj h cross y, where mj can take up values from minus j to plus j. So, a total of 2j plus 1 eigenstates are possible. And similarly, the equation for L square is as L square y equals to j plus 1 h cross square y, where j can take up values 0, 1 by 2, 1, 3 by 2, 2 and so on. The above eigenvalue equations prove that the angular momentum is quantized. Now, with this brief background on eigenvalues and angular momentum, we now proceed towards derivation of eigenfunctions of angular momentum operator. Up till now, we have defined angular momentum in terms of Cartesian coordinates, that is x, y, z. However, it is found that the partial differential equations obtained using Cartesian coordinates for angular momentum are not separable, because of which spherical polar coordinates are taken as the natural coordinates for this problem. Therefore, before deriving the eigenfunctions of angular momentum operator, we will first transform the Cartesian coordinates of angular momentum into spherical polar coordinates. The transformation of Cartesian coordinates to spherical polar coordinates is shown in the figure. Over here, x becomes r sin theta cos phi, y becomes r sin theta sin phi, z becomes r cos theta, and r square becomes equal to x square plus y square plus z square. Over here, cos theta becomes z upon x square plus y square plus z square under root, and tan phi becomes y upon x. Now, with this transformation, the differential equations in Cartesian coordinates are now expressed in spherical polar coordinates. Assuming that x, y and z respectively are functions of r, theta and phi, we can say that x becomes a function of r, theta, phi. Similarly, y becomes a function of r, theta and phi, and z becomes also a function of r, theta and phi. Now for these three equations, the partial differential equations are obtained in the following manner. Del by del x becomes del r by del x into del by del r plus del theta by del x into del by del theta plus del phi upon del x into del by del phi. Similarly, del by del y becomes equal to del r by del y dot del by del r plus del theta upon del y dot del by del theta plus del phi upon del y dot del by del phi. Similarly, the expression or the partial differential equation for del by del x becomes equals to del r upon del z dot del by del r plus del theta upon del z dot del by del theta plus del phi upon del z dot del by del phi. Now, substituting the values of xyz or considering the values of xyz as defined earlier in terms of r, theta and phi, these partial differential equations now modify to as del by del x becomes equal to sin theta cos phi del by del r plus cos theta cos phi upon r into del by del theta plus minus sin phi upon r sin theta into del by del phi. Similarly, the expression for del by del y becomes equals to sin theta sin phi del by del r plus cos theta cos phi upon r into del by del theta plus cos phi upon r sin theta del by del phi. Similarly, del by del z becomes equals to cos theta del by del r plus minus sin theta upon r del by del theta. Now, using these results of del by del x, del by del y and del by del z in the angular momentum operator component equations Lx, Ly and Lz, we get Lx as iota h cross sin phi del by del theta plus cos theta cos phi del by del phi. Ly becomes iota h cross cos phi del by del theta minus cot theta sin phi del by del phi, and similarly Lz becomes equals to minus iota h cross del by del phi. Now, squaring these terms and substituting for L square, that is substituting Lx square, Ly square and Lz square for the expression of L square, we get L square as minus h cross square. Within brackets we have del square upon del theta square plus cot theta del by del theta plus 1 upon cot square theta into del square upon del phi square. This equation can be further rewritten using the following substitution as del square upon del theta square plus cot theta del by del theta, which becomes equal to 1 upon sin theta del by del theta into sin theta del by del theta. With this, 1 plus cot square theta can be written as 1 upon sin square theta. With these two substitutions, the expression for L square now becomes minus h cross square within brackets 1 upon sin theta del by del theta into sin theta del by del theta plus 1 upon sin square theta del square upon del square phi. Now, if we compare the expression for angular momentum operator in Cartesian coordinates and in spherical coordinates, we find that angular momentum operator is a function of all the three Cartesian coordinates x, y and z, but in terms of spherical polar coordinates, we find that it is a function of only two polar coordinates, that is theta and phi. With this, we now let us look how to derive the eigenfunctions of angular momentum operator. We already know that total angular momentum L square and any one component of angular momentum can share simultaneous eigenfunctions. In this study, we have consistently chosen the component Lz in operation with L square. However, it is not necessary to consider angular momentum component L square One may even consider Lx and Ly component in operation with L square. Now let us take the common eigenfunction y for L square and Lz, for which in terms of spherical polar coordinates, the eigenvalues equations so defined earlier now becomes Lz y as a function of theta comma phi equals to mj h cross y theta comma phi, and similarly we have the equation L square y theta comma phi equals to j plus 1 h cross square y theta comma phi. Over here the eigenfunction y in spherical polar coordinates is a function of theta and phi polar coordinates. We will now start with the derivation of eigenfunctions of angular momentum component Lz. Now if we look at the expression of Lz in spherical polar coordinates, we find that Lz is a function of phi only, which implies that the eigenfunction of Lz will also be a function of coordinate phi only. With this, we can write the eigenvalue equation for Lz as Lz f of phi equals to mj h cross f of phi. Substituting the value of Lz, we get the expression as minus iota h cross del f phi upon del phi equals to mj h cross f of phi. Rewriting the equation, we get the expression as del f phi upon f phi equals to iota mj d phi. Now this can be further rewritten as ln f of phi equals to iota mj phi plus constant. From here we can say that f of phi becomes equal to a, capital A, into exponential function e to the power iota mj phi, where a is the normalization constant. Normalizing the phi dependent eigenfunction gives us the expression integral 0 to 2 pi as phi varies in the range 0 to 2 pi d phi f of phi f star phi equals to 1, from where we get the expression a square integral 0 to 2 pi d phi e to the power iota mj phi into e to the power minus iota mj phi equals to 1. From this, we get the expression for a as under root 1 upon 2 pi. Substituting the expression for a in the wave function equation f phi, we get the expression for f phi as 1 upon under root 2 pi e to the power iota mj phi, where m can take up values 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2 and so on. Now, one may call the wave function defined well behaved only if it is single valued, that is only f phi equals to f phi plus 2 pi, which is the boundary condition. This means that the number of rotations of phi through 2 pi does not change the physical situation and the function. This is only possible when m is an integer value. So with this, the expression e to the power iota mj 2 pi becomes 1. With this, the possible results of Lz are now of the form Lz f phi equals to mj h cross f of phi, where mj can take up values from minus j to plus j, and f of phi is of the form 1 upon under root 2 pi e to the power iota mj phi. Now it is important to note over here that the eigenvalues mj for Lz were allowed both integral and half integral values. However, when the boundary condition of a physical coordinate system are imposed, we find an additional restriction on orbital angular momentum, which is now quantized by integer values only. With this, we now construct the eigenfunctions of L square, that is the total angular momentum L square. The expression in spherical polar coordinates for L square tells us that L square is a function of two spherical polar coordinates theta and phi, which implies that the eigenfunction of L square depends on theta and phi. Including this theta phi, we get the eigenvalue equation for L square as L square y theta comma phi equals to j plus 1 h cross square y theta comma phi. From the commutation relation, we know that L square comma Lz commute, which means that they share simultaneous eigenfunctions. This implies that f of phi, that is the eigenfunction of Lz, is also an eigenfunction of L square. Now, since this holds true, we can write the wave function phi, theta comma phi for L square as product of two functions, one dependent on theta, which is defined as function p theta, and the other function dependent on phi, which is f of phi. Now, substituting this expression in the L square expression, we get the expression for L square in spherical polar coordinates as minus h cross square, within brackets we have f of phi sine theta del by del theta into sine theta del p theta upon del theta plus p theta upon sine square theta into del square f of phi upon del phi square equals to jj plus 1 h cross square p theta into f of phi. Rearranging this expression, we get the equation as sine square theta upon p theta into d square p theta upon d theta square plus sine theta cos theta upon p theta into p theta upon d theta plus jj plus 1 sine square theta is equal to minus 1 upon f of phi into d square f of phi upon d phi square. Now, from this equation, we can conclude that LHS and RHS depend on different coordinates. LHS, that is the left hand side of the equation, is a function of theta, whereas the right hand side of the equation is a function of phi. On RHS of the equation, we get the expression as minus 1 upon f of phi d square f of phi upon d phi square, which becomes equal to minus under root 2 pi upon e to the power iota mj phi into 1 upon under root 2 pi within brackets minus mj square e to the power iota mj phi. This becomes equals to mj square, now which is a constant. This implies that the trial eigenfunction defined is valid. Now, substituting this in the above equation, that is the equation for eigenfunction of L square, we get the expression as sine square theta upon p theta into d square p theta upon d theta square plus sine theta cos theta upon p theta into d p theta upon d theta plus j into j plus 1 sine square theta minus mj square equals to 0. Now, dividing this equation by sine square theta gives us the expression d square p theta upon d theta square plus cot theta d p theta upon d theta plus within brackets we have j plus 1 minus mj square upon sine square theta bracket closed p theta equals to 0. Now, substituting x as cos theta in the expression, we get the expression as 1 minus x square d square p of x upon dx square minus 2x d p of x upon dx plus within brackets we have j plus 1 minus mj square upon 1 minus x square p of x equals to 0. This equation is called associated Legendre equation, and the solution for this complex differential equation is the key to direct evaluation of angular momentum eigenfunctions. The solution to such an equation is mathematically known and is given by the expression p subscript j superscript mj of x is equal to 1 minus x square to the power modulus mj upon 2 d of modulus mj pjx upon dx to the power mj, where x is cos theta. Now, the solution to this equation is referred to as associated Legendre polynomial of degree j and order m, where pjx is given as 1 upon 2 to the power j factorial d to the power j into x square minus 1 to the power j. For example, for the value of j as 0, the expression turns out, or the associated Legendre polynomial is obtained as 1. For j value as 1, p1x is equal to x. For j value as 2, the expression becomes 3x square minus 1 upon 2, and for j value 3 the expression becomes 5x cube minus 3x upon 2. Now it is important to note over here that the modulus of m is less than equal to j, because if m is greater than j, then the value of associated Legendre polynomial becomes 0. Now substituting this solution, that is the associated Legendre polynomial, into the angular momentum expression, we get the total eigenfunction of L square as y theta comma phi equals to pjm theta f of phi. This value is obtained as y jm theta comma phi equals to minus 1 to the power mj. Within brackets we have 2j plus 1 upon 4 pi into j minus mj modulus factorial upon j plus mj modulus factorial whole to the power 1 by 2 into e to the power iota mj phi into pj mj cos theta. Now the term 2j plus 1 upon 4 pi into j minus mj modulus factorial upon j plus mj modulus factorial whole to the power 1 by 2 includes the normalization constant of both theta and phi dependent functions. Now the complete orthonormal set of eigenfunctions of both square angular momentum, that is L square, and angular momentum component in z direction given by the equation y jm theta phi is referred to as spherical harmonics, and it is on the basis of j and m we are able to define the shape of orbitals, which we will be taking up later on. It is important to note that if a particle has no angular momentum around the origin, it can be found in all the angular locations relative to it with equal probability. For instance, yj0 mj0 is independent of angular position compared to the origin, that is, it is the same for all the theta and phi angular positions, which means that the eigenfunction corresponds to the state in which no angular momentum is present around the origin at all. Now with this we come to the conclusions and summary of this module, where we initially derived the angular momentum operator in spherical harmonics, from where we further found the eigenfunctions of Lz and Ly. So the angular momentum operator in spherical harmonics is obtained as Lx operator is equal to iota h cross sin phi del by del theta plus cot theta cos phi del by del phi. Ly equals to iota h cross cos theta del by del theta minus cot theta sin phi del by del phi. Lz equals to minus iota h cross del by del phi, and L square is obtained as minus h cross square 1 upon sin theta del by del theta into sin theta del by del theta plus 1 upon sin square theta del square upon del phi square. With this we found that the eigenfunction of Lz component are dependent on only one coordinate of the physical system, which is phi, and is given by the expression f of phi equals to 1 upon under root 2 pi into e to the power iota mj phi, where mj can have values 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2 and so on, and 1 upon under root 2 pi is the normalization constant. And finally the eigenfunctions of L square has been found to depend on two coordinates of the physical system, that is theta and phi. So the wave function is written as y theta phi equals to p of theta into f of phi, and the final expression for the wave function is given as minus 1 to the power m of j. Within brackets we have 2j plus 1 upon 4 pi into j minus mj modulus factorial upon j plus mj modulus factorial whole to the power half into e to the power iota mj phi pj mj cos theta. So now with this we have derived eigenfunctions, eigenvalues of angular momentum operator, and in the next module we will be taking up the addition of angular momenta.